What's up, everybody? The Giants are back again today. We're playing Madden 22 franchise mode with a team that's already won a couple rings here in the series, and we look on our way to another really good season. We went one and done a year ago in the playoffs, but we just beat the Dallas Cowboys last episode with a really exciting finish. We had Jason Weaver making a big catch that happened in a game where we focused on him with scenarios. He didn't reach his yardage goal, but he helped us win the game, and Dallas still made it interesting in the end. But now we're 4-2, and we have no more games against Dallas this year. We split, so the tiebreaker is going to come down to division record, and we just don't know about that quite yet. So we got the Eagles coming up today, Detroit, Baltimore, and the trade deadline. I wanted to take a quick look here at the scouting, as they did update some of this stuff in the recent patch they put out, which I imagine is the last one for Madden 22. So you'll notice here that instead of a 40% floor, we're now seeing a 50% floor, and that gives you at least a little extra information. Jonathan Evans here looks like a really good quarterback, but we're not going to be taking a quarterback this year. But it's just nice that you'll have a little bit more information, even on the players you haven't really been focusing on. But when it comes to the positions you have been, then you'll have a little extra. And I've read some comments, and apparently you'll have a lot more players reach 100 or get into the mid-70s. And I think that's about the time you start to unlock like archetype and really get some of those final pieces that help you determine a player's ability. So that'll make things a little bit easier, but I'm still really hoping that 23 can take this a few steps further, because this needs some more work. Hey, I've never seen this before. So this is the bye week, and usually it's like rest and relaxation, or do you want to practice? But there's a team bonding retreat that is now an option. Stay grinding, plus XP, minus stamina, or self-scouting, which raises awareness and drops stamina. So if you want to just go the typical rest and relaxation, you're going to lose some awareness, but gain morale. I think I'm going to go self-scouting. I feel like morale is really good. I mean, look at the team. So we're going to look at all the film, and we're going to apparently lose a little stamina, but we're going to get awareness. It's just for one game, apparently. So the Lions are pretty good. 89 overall now. They're 5-1. That's a better record than we have. A big game against a good Lions team, like, yeah, we're going to focus on that a little bit. And it's going to be raining, and we should try to run the football. That's something that we are good at typically, but this year we've been kind of okay at it. What do the numbers indicate we are on the ground? 8. So we're apparently still pretty good. We've just raised the bar so high. But, I mean, we have two teams here, top 10 offense and scoring, top 10 defense and scoring. Looks like the Lions are a pretty run-heavy team, and we're the best in run defense. So it's not often a team is able to take us on and win with their running game. Like, even the Falcons, they had a really good day against us, I think, last season. But it just wasn't enough because we just put up so many points. Like, go ahead and get your $140. You're not getting 3-4 touchdowns on us. Let's do some upgrading here. We have Warren Griffith in his second season at tight end. A little blocking upgrade here, +2 to the run block, and he's now at a 67. Let's go speed rusher here for Quandre Holt. He's going to be a do-it-all player for us, and 3 finesse moves is certainly going to help. Already the number 5 right end in the league. Here are the Detroit Lions, who have 2 99 overall players, including the 25-year-old running back Jamar Henson from Ohio State. They have quarterback Connor Donnelly, 26 years old. He is an 80 overall out of Texas, and he was drafted originally by the Bears. Things didn't work out there, so he's been starting for 2 years with Detroit. He's on a pretty team-friendly deal there as well. They did draft Luke Mahoney this year, but his plan seems to be to sit for a season. Once this becomes less of a gap, I would probably like reduce Donnelly's overall to let Mahoney start. But just in this case, like Donnelly's also 80 overall, star dev. Not bad to have him start and develop Mahoney for the time being. So that's not a situation where I feel I have to push them in the right direction. They're doing fine. Jamar Henson, Freight Train X Factor. It's all power, it looks like, or maybe some elusiveness as well. 99 break tackle and carrying, 97 vision. This is going to be fun. Just don't ask him to catch the football. Receiving, Marcel Oglesby. So perhaps Texas teammates here. Oglesby and the quarterback both went to Texas around the same time. Ooh, 98 release, 99 deep route running, 99 catching traffic. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. De'Ami Brown, Elijah Moore. It's a solid offense overall. Tyquan Hughes from Michigan State. The Lions have really built this team. 88 speed. This could be like a Jawan Johnson sort of effect. I wonder if we can handle it. You got a good offensive line too. Headlined by Penei Sewell at right tackle. So Detroit's offense is about as fun as ours, outside of maybe a difference in quarterback play. But this is a really fun team. I think we could potentially see a lot of points today, but I hype up these matchups and they never end up actually being that good. So this is a team we just don't have a lot of familiarity with, and I'm excited to see these two battle in what could be a playoff preview. I'm a bit torn as to what to do game plan wise, but I will take away the deep pass because I want to respect Oglesby against our secondary that isn't as good as they once were in the series. And for the offense, then, I feel like, ooh, that medium passer rating, 67.3. I think I'll start there, see how that goes. Oh, that's right, we got a downpour as well, so we'll see how that impacts these two passing games, but I'm excited to see this Lions offense. I feel most offenses on paper aren't as impressive as what they have put together. And if they can develop this new rookie quarterback over time, this could really become a great championship caliber team, I feel. So let's get this one underway. Connor Donnelly is under center, and they're going to open in the I formation. They start it. Henson gets downhill in a hurry, and he's up to the 30-yard line. To throw for the first time. Pass caught, first down at the 36. And that was Oglesby, who wears number 80. Star receivers wearing numbers in the 80s. Let's bring that back. Here's a run for about 4 yards. Yes, Cowboys fans, I hear you. CeeDee Lamb wears number 88. I got it. That number means a lot to Cowboys fans. It's just uncommon. They fake it one way, give it to Henson, and he's shut down by Darrell Gordon. Third and 6 for Connor Donnelly, firing across the middle for a first down. Nobody near the logo, and that's where the catch is made. That's a captain. De'Ami Brown is a captain of the offense. Love it. Back to the I form now with a new set of downs. And they'll give it back to Henson, who gets flattened by Quandre Holt. 4 carries, 8 yards. Not much for the ground game so far. Really worried about this tight end, by the way. Like, I don't want to know what it's like to play against Jawan Johnson, and I feel like he's got that skill set. Third down now, Detroit. Have to get to the 34 for a first down. Donnelly floats one, and the receiver never appeared to see the football. He just kept on running. So that brings out the field goal team for a 58-yard field goal try in the wind, in the rain. That bounced really far. It's no good. So an okay start turns into a terrible start, actually, as we get a short field. And it's Tavares Towns grinding out a few yards. And Warren Griffith will come off the field, unfortunately. Jason Weaver is bottom of your screen. I think it'll be Jeff Okudah against Rayshawn Graham as the pass is swung out to Towns. He gets downhill and he'll make his way to the 37, running over Okudah, who I think is actually on the bottom of the screen. He is not the superstar, apparently. 1st and 10 for the Giants. Slow out of his stance is Graham. He'll make the catch, and that's 9. Inside, 1st down, Towns tries to cut it out to take on those defensive backs, and he gets the 1st down. So Minnesota doesn't appear to be having a good year. It could be the Lions' turn to win the NFC North, as Towns will pick up a few more. 31 yards so far, and a 3rd down here in the red zone. Giving the receivers a clean release. You have Deion Myers slot right. Here's Petrovsky. He fires! Touchdown! It's Jason Weaver. He came through for us in the last episode with what was essentially a game-winning catch for us. Set up the field goal. And now he's got our first points of the day. I'm not sure Petrovsky should be standing there in the rain. That seems like a liability. 7-0 Giants. Put that early pressure on Detroit. Here's a run, and Jamar Henson picked the second hole. He gets maybe a yard. So far, good run defense. I almost never game plan for it. I just trust Lawrence and Holt to go make it happen. Speaking of Dexter Lawrence, nowhere to go. It's 3rd and 7. This is where I think Detroit, needs to be, like, throwing the ball, basically. Deep down the far sideline. Good coverage and broken up by Isaiah Cunningham. It's incomplete. A 3-and-out. 7-0 Giants. And here's Brian Petrovsky getting it away for a catch to Weaver, and that is a 1st down. Where's Deion Myers, by the way? Like, I know he's out there, but he just never gets targeted. This is Towns now. Big hole inside. 1st down, Giants. Looking like a pretty solid start here for the G-Men, and we will keep it on the ground. We've done a really nice job today establishing that run, better than most games this season. I still think there are going to be opportunities. I wasn't overly impressed by this secondary, but sticking with what works, gain of 2. Fake it 2 ways. On 2nd down, pass cut, Weaver inside the 20. 25 yards to add on to a nice start of the day for him. First quarter coming to a close now as the Giants look to make this a 2-score game. And Towns taking it left is hit down. Nice job there by Darnell Savage. It's really been all Giants to this point. Deion Myers slot left. Does he finally get a look? On 2nd down. Caught! Touchdown! It's Jawan Johnson. The rain cannot slow us down. It's 13-0. Detroit's got to wake up. Taking a cat nap here in the first half. It's going to be a Henson run, and he's met by Lawrence. You got to give up on this for now. You got to throw the football to make things happen. Or go outside the tackles. 2nd down and 9. Good pocket. And underneath, that's a gain of 4. They have good receivers. They need to use them. That was Elijah Moore's first reception. Now 3rd and 5. The pass is shy of the marker. And that's Hughes. Like, this sideline awareness, man, 20 years of it. Can we get some real sideline awareness? Cut off your route 2 yards before the sideline. Like, is that the most difficult thing to put in the game? We just had a 20-yarder to Rayshawn Graham, and Towns reaches ahead. He gains 5. On the carry now, Towns not much. We're close to Madden news season. Could happen here any day, I would think. Really, I don't even know. I think about this time of year as Petrovsky fakes. He's got all day and an open man. Nice job, Johnson. I really don't want to see another news thing where it's talking about player physics and ball carrier collisions, because that's been a talking point every single year. It just doesn't mean anything anymore. Gain of 6 there for Petrovsky. Like, I've thought about going through some of my old news videos just to see, like, how many things are just repeated. Like physics-based tackling. Small ball carriers will easily be taken down while the big bruising running backs will fall forward more often. Like, I'm just tired of that. Petrovsky to the end zone, and he was just offline. Like, I feel like the physics in the tackling has gotten a bit better from where it was. Still think, you know, animation-wise, the game is pretty limited in terms of dynamic outcomes and being able to really feel like physics are being well represented by all collisions. Still think, you know, in the trenches, you don't get good push off the line all the time. I feel like the player movement there is still pretty lackluster. It's 17-0, and Detroit is not looking competitive here as they will take the gain of 5. Donnelly has not really done a whole lot to this point. I think fans here are wondering what the rookie can do. But they're not giving up on this running game, that's for sure. Averaging less than a yard per carry. 3rd and 9. Gotta let it go. He floats one, and it's intercepted. Who was that intended for? It's Xavier McKinney all the way to the 32-yard line. That was a terrible throw. I can't believe I just saw that. I want to see what Donnelly was doing here. What does he think he's able to do with this pass? He's got a nice pocket. Got to step up. He doesn't. Steps back, feels the rush. I think he's... Wow. Overestimating his arm talent here just a little bit. Watching a few too many Patrick Mahomes highlights. Unless the ball was filled with helium, it was never going to get there. 17-0. Petrovsky slings it complete to Jawan Johnson. Yeah, this is an unstoppable half of Giants football. I get excited when these supposedly good teams come up on the schedule, but it seems like Dallas is the only one that can consistently show up in the NFC. Uh-oh. Christian Tolbert shaken up. So we did lose Griffith earlier. I'm not sure if Deion Allen is still out there. I'll have to pay attention when we go twin tight end again. Towns off the right side, gains 4. Yeah, it looks like Deion Allen is in there. And this is 1st and goal. Petrovsky over the middle. It's a catch for Graham. Just one incompletion to this point for Petrovsky. It was just on a timing route. He missed by a little bit. Towns on 2nd down. Reaching, but coming up shy. Myers slot left. They give it to Towns, and he dives on into the end zone. And the Giants go up 23-0 here at home. So far, I have not been impressed with this Lions offense. The checkdowns and the bad runs just don't really do it for me. Intercepted, though. They do get the ball one more time here, end of the half. Let's see what they do with 58 seconds. They're already in the red zone. So you're trying to get your first points right here, Detroit, and 56 seconds to make it happen. Donnelly lost the football. Diving on it. Nice play. So the Lions keep possession. 52 seconds remain. They have one timeout remaining. And the pass goes to the sideline, and it's a catch that I think should be reviewed, but they will not. 45 seconds, caught, first down. I'm not sure that was the intended receiver. There were so many in the area. 30 seconds left to go. And Donnelly over the middle, he missed. But that would have been, that wouldn't have even been worth it. You would have to use that last time out to gain like 5-6 yards. 23 seconds to go now. They pick up the pressure. Pass dropped. Mullins couldn't handle it. Now third down. This has to be an end zone shot. You don't go for the first down here. That's silly. Swing pass. Henson brought down. And that's it for the first half, really. So Detroit will probably get their first points, but it always comes down to how many touchdowns can you get. What'd they do? They didn't get anything. I don't know. Deion Allen, 17 yards. I guess he's still in there. So we're cruising. No need to jump back in right now. I think we're probably going to run away with this game. Touchdown, Tavares Towns through the air. They just went for it on fourth down here in the third quarter. Already time, and they did not get it in our half. So we take over up 31-0, and we just got a safety. Punted them out at the 1-yard line, got the safety. I saw ETN in there. Just makes me a little nervous. Ooh. Yeah, we might have an injury here to Tavares Towns. Jason Weaver just scored his second touchdown of the day, and it's 40-0. Second string defense is going to come in now, and second string offense as well. Now, one thing I have talked about recently in like my channel member stream and a couple other videos is that I don't expect this series to run all the way till Madden 23. I don't think it's as strong of a franchise as I've had in the past, and it doesn't need all that time, most likely. I'm not going to end it, like next week or anything, but I think at some point I'd like to end this beforehand just to work on some other stuff and mess around a little bit before Madden 23 comes out. But I imagine we'll go through a couple seasons here and see, okay, do the Super Bowls return? How challenging is it? Because that's one of the things that's really been at the forefront of this series. Like, this has been my easiest one of them all. We had Brian Petrovsky by episode 5, and within a couple years, as that's picked off by JoJo Drake, and the Giants take over. But within a couple years, we were Super Bowl caliber. I underestimated how good this defense was right away. We obviously got a really good quarterback, and we went to 3 straight Super Bowls. We've been blowing out teams in the playoffs pretty consistently. So we probably will look to end this series maybe sometime in June or something. I want to get through this season, probably the next one, see how that's going. But when it comes to wrapping it up, I probably would do like full season sims and that kind of thing, just to give it a chance to maybe see other teams actually get strong enough for the salary cap to really start to change the way the team looks. You can let me know what you think. I know a lot of you still really enjoy it, but to me, I do think that not having that challenge has taken away a bit in the recent seasons. We still have some really fun games, and I still enjoy making this. I just wish the other teams were a bit more competent, as that is Bobby Webster getting these closing carries. So a nice look at some of these other players. Still invested in the young players on the roster. You never know what's going to happen here. 6:50 left to go in the game. Webster, nice run to the 37. Also, at the end of this video, I'm going to play that Weddle game, that NFL Weddle. Wordle became a big thing. I never played that. I just saw it was a phenomenon. As Hunter completes to Deion Allen, first down, gain of 10. But I saw Bengal put out his video where he played Weddle for like 4 or 5 days, and I really like how that game looked. Played it a couple times on my own here while I wasn't making content for a handful of days. And I really enjoy it. You know, I like puzzle games, and you can throw an NFL element in there. You know, I used to have like these like NFL like stat books and stuff like that. I just loved having all the obscure like trivia info and whatnot. Being able to know all this stuff about so many players, and I don't know, that kind of scratched an itch playing that NFL Weddle. So I want to close the episode with whatever today's players are. It's May 6th, so I think it's universal. I think everybody gets the same players, so we'll see if I can figure it out today. I know I tried a few days ago, and the hard mode player was Elton Jenkins. That one kind of got me a little bit, but I eventually did figure it out on like 5 tries or something. 43-0, 4:16 left to go. Detroit has not scored a point, and they're trying to get it here. Deep ball overthrown. Here's a 2nd and 10, and Donnelly on the edge has his tight end, Tyquan Hughes, who has been used as an underneath defender here, or an underneath receiver. Leaping catch now, that's Marcel Oglesby out to the 42. Gotta put in the rookie here. I'd love to see the CPU also have some, like, backup logic. Like, if it's 43-0, maybe bring in a couple of the backups, depending on the situation. I mean, I'd just love to see more nuance and whatnot thrown into these games. Got a million ideas. Philadelphia's winning down below, so showdown coming up with them soon could be kind of important. Will the Detroit Lions score? It's not likely they actually attempt a field goal if it comes down to it, so I like our chances. That is intercepted, I believe. Is it Giants football? It's not. It's incomplete. And they're not reviewing it. Although I think I could have challenged that because the play happened on the plus side of the 2-minute. 3rd and 3. Caught wide open. It's Hughes. Taking it down to the 8-yard line. Finally an opening downfield. And the Lions have it inside the 10. Oglesby to the right side. Here's Donnelly. Not quite there. 3rd and goal, Detroit. Donnelly, back corner, incomplete. Challenging on the outside there. Who wears number 30? Let me see the back of the uniform. I can't. But I will find out. They're kicking the field goal. Unbelievable. Detroit is on the board. By the way, I had some Detroit-style pizza a couple weeks ago. I actually really like it. Braxton Baber made that play. That was one heck of a play he made, too. If they have the replay still, I'd love to see it again. But yeah, Detroit-style pizza. If you didn't know what that's all about, it's kind of like a really thick crust pizza. Not like deep dish, Chicago style, but a thick crust. But apparently they were like making pizza at the car plants in like oil pans or something like that. So it's like a thick crust pizza. They put like the sauce on top after the pizza's already made. Kind of weird, but you know, I've only had like 3 bad pizzas in my life. And I think Detroit style pizza is actually pretty good when done right. But hey, New York style pizza is better, and we just crushed them 43-3. So, on top of the world still, the Giants look great. Petrovsky had 4 touchdowns today on 24 pass attempts. Tavares Towns, I don't know if he was actually hurt, but I think we're going to at least have one player out for a while coming out of this. Just kind of my feeling after seeing Tolbert leave and not return. By the way, that interception, let me get back here. I think that was John Drake. Who is JoJo Drake? I'm pretty sure that JoJo Drake is from one of my series. 2 new injuries coming out of it. So let's sim to the next week then. And let me check the rain game stuff first, but then we'll actually see the length of those injuries. So preparing for conditions like that is near impossible. Yeah, like it never rains in New York. People don't know that. It never rains. So it's hard to be ready for it. 5-2 Philadelphia. That's who's next. We have them again in week 12. Breakout player. All right, let's go in order here. Let's go to injury report. 3 weeks each for Warren Griffith and Patrick Perkins. 2 of the players that I like having come in a little bit off the bench. Perkins, are you getting playing time? I'm still messing that up, man. Yeah, I gotta get that under control here. I want him to play and get that development here as a rookie, and he's certainly not gonna be playing now for a few weeks. So Philadelphia is in a good spot this year. They're an 85 overall team right now. Breakout player chance, I will predict this is Jason Weaver again. He's coming off a multi-touchdown game. He's gonna get so many chances. Nope, Quandre Holt. I think he's probably able to do this. Philadelphia has a really, really good offensive line. Wow. And they're all, under 30 years old. Jalen Hurts, still the quarterback. They have a rookie, Darren Maddox, but a 7-point gap here in overall that I'm not going to mess with. Miles Sanders at running back. Receivers are Jamal Rowland, Devontae Smith, Justin Richardson. So they have a couple 6'5" receivers. They actually have a lot of size. Devontae Smith is the only one under 223 pounds. Interesting. Dawson Knox, Dallas Goedert. Really stout offensive line. This has got to be the best line in the league, potentially. And then a defense. They got some players here in the front 7. Linebacker, not very good. Darnay Holmes is their 1 at corner. Then you got an older Justin Simmons and Craig McLean at safety. He's an X factor. And there's why. So we really only focused on the first half of that first game today. Now against Philly, I want to take it right into the second half. 2 teams, identical records, 2 games upcoming against them, including this one. Let's go right to the second half and set the stage. As Philly scores first, the game is tied through 1. And then they get a field goal. We score a touchdown. But no one taking a big lead yet. Let's go into the third quarter. Philadelphia just got a 15-yarder from Jamal Rowland. And they are at their 48, or our 48. Trailing by 4. Let's see what we got today. Jalen Hurts is under center. And they're going to head to the air, and that is a short throw. Hurts has 122 yards passing, 1 touchdown, so no big plays really through the air, it appears. I got a lot of size and speed, though, at receiver. That concerns me. Nice play as Samuel is able to knock it out. That was a really good throw, too, by Hurts. Put it right there. Put it in his hands, like handed it to the receiver. Third down, and Hurts completes inside the 35, and they'll have it now at the 22. Dawson Knox. Hurts on second down, fires complete inside the 13. To number 13, there's Rowland. 12 yards out. Hurts connects. Spinning ahead is Richardson. Gain of 8. Hey, look, Detroit scored 40 this week and won. Dallas won as well over Chicago. Philadelphia to Miles Sanders. Come on, he doesn't score touchdowns. I knew he wasn't getting in. Nope, he's not getting in. Oh, I guess he did. All right, touchdown, Philadelphia. Just not used to seeing him score a touchdown. 137 carries last year, no rushing touchdowns. Also 26 catches, no receiving touchdowns. I like Miles Sanders a lot, but you'd be a fool to draft a Philadelphia running back with any premium picks in fantasy football. That is a catch by Rashawn Graham. It's a gain of 3. I hear that "Let's Go Eagles" chant. Let's quiet him down. Petrovsky intercepted. Tried to get that to Weaver. He broke a tackle, and Philadelphia will take over at the 32. Intercepted by Braxton Sharp. And the Eagles have a short field. And Hurts has been throwing the ball well. To the outside. Not much on this one. To the outside. Sanders is hit down by Jason Quinton as we try to make this a quick drive for Philadelphia. Just 3 and out. Get your field goal. Let's get offense back out there. That's the plan. Hurts, 3rd and 8. Out to his right. Gonna tuck it and slide too early. He didn't get there. Oh, they're going for it. I like the 4th down logic here. Toss out Sanders. He's not gonna get there. It's a turnover on downs. And the Giants take over. I don't even sweat when Petrovsky throws an interception now. As long as he's got time after that, like, I don't care. He's just an interception thrower. No wonder I like him so much. What was that? Deion Myers is slot left. I still don't know if we've seen him do anything in these games as Hopkins gets there. I think that's Daryl Hopkins. And it's the 3rd sack for Philadelphia. Last play of the quarter, unless we want to swap ends, and we will. They have negative 13 rushing yards. Is that accurate? Can I get a stat check on that? And they're still winning? Draw play to Towns, getting breathing room here, but defense has to go get a stop. 33 yards on 8 carries. That's weird. Jalen Hurts on 1st down. He's going to stay in there and deliver downfield. And it's up for grabs and incomplete. Oh, the offense never wants to see that ball pop up in the air quite like that. But we weren't able to capitalize. Good job by Asante Samuel Jr. It's now 2nd and 10. Hurts out to his right. That shut down quickly. Going to a sub package here as they spread us out. How many are we sending? Only 3. Hurts gets it away and it's caught. They have big receivers that can box out our corners, and that time Richardson does it. 50-yard line for Philadelphia. Hurts gets it away. That's a catch for Richardson. And he'll have it at the 35 of New York. I think Hurts has played extremely well since we got into the action here. Quarterbacks at like 80 overall. Rarely impressed me here in this series. But I think there's not really a good way for a quarterback in this game controlled by the AI to play well passively. And I don't think Hurts has played passively. He's taking chances. Here's a pass for a 1st down. It's a gain of 6. They fake it to Sanders. And Hurts can't get away from the pressure. And that is a sack. But Golson is shaken up. Now, Daquan Bird did pick up a sack there, so we send them back to the 31-yard line. But Golson comes out. I want to say Sermon is in, and we got more pressure. And that's Quandre Holt. So he's got to have a huge day. He has at least 1 sack now. I don't know about any tackles for loss, but they don't have much for rushing yardage, so maybe. 3rd and 25. Just trying to get into field goal range, and they'll probably be able to attempt it now. But 52 is no gimme. He's missing this kick. I'm calling it right here. That's short. That's no good. Philadelphia still only leads by 3. We're at a 42-yard line. We have, maybe 2 possessions left in this game. You want to score here. This is Towns. Nice start, first down. It's coming down to the wire, and this is NFC East football. How is this one going to end? It's always a fun watch as Towns grinds out another first down. That's a really good start to the drive. A field goal at least is what we're looking for. There's some room. Johnson throws a block. Not a great one, though. And Petrovsky's taken down at the 17. Now we look to throw. Petrovsky for Weaver, and he doesn't get much. Maybe 5 yards. We're down to 4:17. I'd love to just chew clock here. Try to get that touchdown and then shut it down. Handoff Towns, and he just couldn't get anywhere on that run. There's that Let's Go Eagles chant again. Petrovsky, 3rd down, gets it away, caught, first down by Weaver. He's become a receiver you can really trust. Now we're going to the I formation. We're 3 yards out. Toss out. Oh, he broke a tackle. Towns, second effort. He's in. Touchdown. That looked like it had no chance whatsoever. But the second effort of Tavares Towns has given the lead back to the Giants. It's a 4-point game with 3 and change to go. So Jalen Hurts has impressed me here in the second half. But does he have what it takes to go down and take this game back? That explains the missed field goal. We never see those go through the end zone like that. So, Jalen Hurts has 75 yards to drive. 4-man rush. He starts with a check down to Devontae Smith. And Daquan Byrd is shaken up. 3 minutes left to go. Hurts resets and completes first down, and nobody covered Sanders, so he gains 21. Now Landon Dickerson is shaken up. So with these 2 injuries, that's also kept a lot of time from coming off the clock. 2:52 left to go. Nobody's used the official timeout yet. Hurts slings this one deep down the field, and it's incomplete. Threw it up to Dawson Knox. So they're really just trying to win with size here. And I love what they've actually built with these receivers. All this size and a pretty run-heavy approach with Jalen Hurts. Although maybe not so much today as he turns the corner and gains around 10. Now you don't want to forget about getting the first down in this situation. 3rd and 1 off the play fake. Got it. And there goes Sanders inside the 30. Meanwhile, down below, the Vikings just gave up 54 points. What are they doing out there? 2 minutes left to go, and Jalen Hurts now 26 yards away. He's got time. Intercepted! It's McKinney, and that could just about do it. He threw it late to the flats. Tried to hit his check down, and McKinney running downhill to go and get it. Gotta be careful. But they have timeouts if they can stop the run. 1:55 left to go. Towns inside. Nice first down carry. Towns again. Cuts to the right, first down. Philly uses their second timeout, and now it ain't looking likely. Running with Towns. He is stopped at the 50. So Philly's out of timeouts now. That was a second down play. They can get the football back, but with very little time remaining. We'll run this down. 58 seconds. Throwing for the win. Game over. Jason Weaver ends it. And the Giants will leave Philadelphia with another win. 21-17. That was a good second half of football. But Giants come out on top once again here in a close game and will stay in first place in the NFC East. I thought both quarterbacks played well, but Hurts had his costly mistake without time to fix it. Sometimes it's not just the mistake and how many you made, but when did you make it? Earlier the better. So, Jason Weaver, I felt once again showed up, played really well today. So did Azeez Ojulari. But doesn't look like Quandre Holt's going to get his boost, but I don't think he needs it. So we rack up a couple more victories today. We have Philadelphia once again coming up soon. Feel like next episode might be a lot more simulating heavy. With us being 6-2. Let's just sim forward, check out the standings one more time. And the Cowboys are 6-3, so they are still there, but we scored a nice division victory, and that's going to ultimately become the tiebreaker with us in Dallas down the stretch. We have a good Ravens team on paper coming up. I think we're just seeing the overall ratings, though, be higher overall now that we're a few years into the XP sliders I've been using, which, if you're curious, here they are. I think a lot of this has gotten to a decent point, and if anything is off here, it's probably on the too high side of things, which is better to me than being too low, just so you have that good salary cap feedback loop for re-signing players and everything. But great episode today for the Giants. We're doing well once again. Now I want to wrap up this episode with a little NFL Weddle. Alright, so if you're not familiar with this game, it is an NFL player guessing game. You're trying to guess, obviously, what player of the day it is. And so you're going to get information and then try to use kind of deductive reasoning to figure out who it could be. You're trying to do so in as few tries as possible. So we're going to enter players and we're going to get like their division, their position, age, their height, and I think jersey number. So if you get green, that means it is a match. Maybe that player had the right number or the right height or the right division. In the division column, yellow represents the correct conference, but not the correct division. Height, age, weight, yellow means that the number is within 2 inches, years, or numbers of the player. And then normal mode, it's going to be only offense and no offensive linemen. You get 8 guesses. Then we'll go to hard mode, where it's going to be potentially a defensive player or a special teams player. Now, I don't think like every player in the NFL is up for grabs here. Like, I wasn't sure how obscure this could get. I've only played a couple days, and it hasn't been anything too outrageous yet. So we're going to start with the easy mode guess. And because I already had his page pulled up, I'm going to just start it off here with Miles Sanders and see where that puts us. So, oh, wow, it's a running back today. We love that. But younger than 24 years old with a small jersey number, under 26, and 5'11". He's shorter than that in the NFC. So we're going to need a really young, really short NFC running back whose number is under 26. And I will do no editing here. I wish I had like a timer or something, but no editing to this. This has to be raw. Who do we... It's not the East either, so we can cut out all those teams. We're down to 12 as a possibility. So one player that comes to mind is Kene Nwangwu from the Vikings, because he was a rookie last year. I don't remember his jersey number, actually. I want to say it could potentially be higher than 26. I don't know the age of A.J. Dillon, but I'm pretty sure he's taller than 5'11", so that kind of counts him out. Don't think it's anybody on the Packers. The Bears? Oh, man. Khalil Herbert? But I think his number was higher than 26. And then you got Detroit. DeAndre Swift would be out because he's number 32. I'm just going to go Kene Nwangwu, and we're going to start there. All right, he's 6'1", and he is 24. Okay, that got me nowhere. So didn't get anything out of that. I guess I forgot to go to the NFC West in my head here. So Cardinals. Oh man, I can't. Well, let's see. Connor and Edmonds obviously wouldn't be there, and Edmonds is in Miami now. Cam Akers? That's probably worth a shot. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So, is that considered 3 guesses or 2? That's decent. I just wish my second guess was a little more quality, because I was wrong on the height, didn't know the age. His number was exactly the same as Sanders, so that was a poor guess. I could have made the Akers guess without the Wongwu guess. But shout out to NFL Weddle here for kicking us off with a running back for the first one. So now we're going to go to hard mode. So this could be an offensive lineman. I've seen that before. It could be a special teamer. And if it is, it might stump me there. So I think I want to start guessing a defensive player, because to me the defensive side gets much more difficult, and I want to know if I can throw that out immediately. And then, you know, to try and narrow it down further, I think you can take a player who's kind of in the mid-range in terms of age, say like 27 or 28. So you can go higher or lower with a little bit smaller window. So I think I want to start with a more veteran defensive player. So let's go Darius Leonard. Why not? That's right. He's 26. How young was he coming into the league? But we do know it's going to be an AFC player, and it looks like it will be the defensive side of the football. Taller than 6'2", but younger than 26 with a high number. So right off the bat here, we're looking at an AFC defensive lineman most likely. And I don't know if I like this one unless it's like a big name player. But it's not the AFC South. So we need to just go for a tall defensive lineman who's also younger than 26. So, ooh, this is a little trickier here. So what if we go Ed Oliver? So defensive tackle. Oh, Ed Oliver's only 6'1". That's right. That's right. I think that was part of his draft thing, was he was a little shorter or something. 24 years old, nailed that in the AFC East, and a defensive tackle. Higher than 91, but I don't know that the numbers are going to help me out a whole lot right now. Taller than 6'2", most defensive tackles will be. So we got to stay in the East. And 24 years old. I don't know if this is going to be a challenge for me. So on the Bills, you have Ed Oliver. Another young defensive tackle, though. Ah, man. I don't really know what they did with Gregory Rousseau last year. But I kind of want to guess him just to rule him out. I think that they probably have him at defensive end. ROU, yeah. Gregory Rousseau. So, yeah, defensive end for him, 22. Yeah, that was a bad guess. But I had to rule him out because he came to mind. Defensive tackle can also be the Patriots, can be the Jets. And can also be the Dolphins. Yeah, I just don't know if I got what it takes for this one. Defensive tackles in the AFC East at 24 years old. Like, this could have been someone drafted last year or a couple years ago. I'm going to throw out another guess that I don't think is right, but comes to mind. All right, Christian Wilkins is 26. We need the height. We've narrowed it down between 6'1" and 6'4", but that's not doing anything for me. Oh, man. I am not brushed up on my defensive tackles in the AFC East. That is for sure. A number larger than 94, though. So 95, 96. Oh, I don't know if anyone's coming to mind now. I can't even think of who would be on the Patriots. Let's, Jalen Phillips is an edge, so I don't think he would be it. I guess Christian Wilkins. Godshaw has to be older than 24. I'm just guessing anyone that, like, comes to mind here. Yeah, 27. I knew he wouldn't be it. But 6'3". If I can just think of who's a 6'3" defensive tackle, I'll have it down. So, I've guessed a player on each team. I wonder if this is going to end up being like an obvious one that I should have been able to get. Somebody drafted somewhat recent. Has to be someone drafted recently if they're 24 years old. I don't know if I can scroll through any of these names and start to have anything jog my memory. But I think I might have to throw in the towel on this one. But yeah, if you like this and you think, you know, it could be fun every now and then on the channel or something, let me know. I just saw Bengal do this and I'm like, man, I love puzzle type of games. I want to check this out. Oh boy. The other thing would be like, no, not at 24 years old, a second team. That's just not common. AFC East. Like Starla Tulale would be an option, but he is obviously not 24 years old. And actually, I never even guessed anybody from the Jets. I was thinking of Fatukasi, and I forget which team he's on now. How old is Quinnen Williams? Oh, thank you for saving me here. I got it. Okay, Quinnen Williams. So yeah, it was, you know, a well-known, highly drafted, big-name player. But I don't know. I couldn't think of any Jets. I was like, okay, Folorunso, Fatukasi, and I don't know. Just couldn't think of Quinnen Williams right away, but I get it in 6 guesses at least. So, yeah, if you enjoyed this, let me know. But that is the episode today, kind of a jam-packed one, and I hope you had a good time with it. Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and there's more Giants franchise and possibly this Weddle game coming your way next time. Have a great day, everybody.